Last month I marathoned the entire Demon Slayer anime. While I didn't think it was a masterpiece in comparison to animes like Cowboy Bebop and Evangelion, Demon Slayer was an anime that I loved watching from start to finish. And with Infinity Castle releasing in theaters just recently, I gladly got the chance to watch it in IMAX with my dad. It was a long one, so far the longest movie I've seen in theaters up to this point, but it was worthwhile to spend 2.5 hours in the auditorium and leaving it with the thought that this is my favorite film of the year so far. Though One Battle After Another does release next week at the time of recording this, and judging from the early reviews and Paul Thomas Anderson's track record, Demon Slayer has a competition against Paul Thomas Anderson's new movie for that title. But anyways, it's time for me to tell you my opinion on Demon Slayer Infinity Castle. The film takes all the aspects that made me love the series and turns it into a cinematic scope that the anime would never do had this be a regular season. The animation is stunning. It might be my favorite animation from any animated film I've seen all year. The characters that get a fair amount of screen time are at their best in the series so far, especially Zenitsu and Shinobu. The dramatic backstories that are told is great, though not emotionally tear-jerking. The score is insane, and it reminds you that this is a cinematic experience that you're watching whenever it's playing. The action is so insane, I think it has reached its peak at this point in this anime. The battle against Akaza has got to be one of the best action scenes I've seen from any movies in theaters so far. The choreography is excellent, the score is bombastic, the animation is so eye-catching, the voice acting is great, and the overall series tone is just the cherry on top of this amazing cake. That's, to my eyes, peak action. Despite all of my praise that makes my critiques mostly redundant, I do think the few comedic moments that are presented in this film are not really that funny. Although I'll excuse it for the Mitsuri scenes since she rarely appears in this movie. And, she's one of my favorite characters from this anime, so yeah, that's the only excuse I'll make for the comedic scenes. And the overuse of backstories did get a bit tiresome. But thankfully, these aren't huge problems at all. Don't ruin my overall enjoyment of the movie. I just hope that if they do this again in the next two films, they actually make some funny comedic scenes and sparingly use backstories. Overall though, Infinity Castle is a great movie that excellently acts as a great follow-up to the 4th season series finale, and a great setup for what is to be expected from this trilogy. I had a blast watching this with many other Demon Slayer fans and my dad, and I can't wait to see part 2, even if it takes 2 years or more for it to come out. And that's all I have to say on my theater experience with Infinity Castle. If you liked this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more videos like this in the future.